Good evening, everybody. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, amateur filmmaker, big wave surfer, and your best friend, Julian Orbit. Sit back, relax, have a drink, and hang out. We're here for all of you in these dark times. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. It's from the heart. Understand? Tonight's movie review segment is Battle Angel Alita. What? From 1993, directed by Hiroshi Fukutomi, known for Those Who Hunt Elves 2, the series, it's a TV show, 1997, and Lock the Superpower, which I saw in the 80s. It came out in 1984. It's a good movie. I do believe it's actually called Lock the Superman versus Witches or something. Been a long time. Screenplay by Akinori Endo. Good screenplay. And any other information on who the actors were that were in the English dub, we cannot find. It does not exist. They don't exist. Maybe that was a fan translation. I have no idea, but there's no info out there. Anyhow, joining us tonight in this order, superstar streamer, intergalactic man of hats, two-time master of the Strawberry Run at Sunshine Ski Resort, Tronixization. Joining him as well, Stairmaster, auteur of the piano, and motorcycle hoonigan, Mobobius. Let's bring these guys in. Except for Mobobius, because you there? You there, buddy? You there, Roy? I don't think so. Hey,
Yeah.
Tronix, how's it going tonight, buddy?
Uh, Good enough.
Good. Good stuff. Good to hear.
It's Tuesday. I have this
It's a
brat.
Tuesday. I know. We're doing a review on this. It's I don't know. I wouldn't call it redundant. Maybe a little bit, but say I rather quite enjoyed the anime of the original source material here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to talk about.
I did find out that the live action didn't stray that much from the anime storyline.
Yeah, like Mobobius, I was saying the other night, it's pretty beat for beat, and it's going to make tonight a little bit easy on us, easy on everyone else. I mean, there's certain points, there's certain things we can talk about here, but it's not such a adaptation that you don't recognize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what would be a good example of that? I was about to say Ghost in the Shell, like the live action, but it's fairly close to it, I'd say.
Um,
What do you think?
that the one with the Toyota drift car, the
Oh,
tofu delivery car.
Initial D. Is
Yes.
that what you're talking about?
I
Okay.
don't think that one follows the storyline. As
The live action, yeah, I don't know what that is.
There's a live
There,
action of that?
yeah, there is.
Holy crap.
I believe it's in Japanese though, correct?
nope.
Like it's in English?
Yep.
What? What on earth did I watch then? Oh, guys, yeah, I actually,
You
I
watched the initial D porn.
hey, it might be out there. But
Hey, if it exists, there's porn
I
for
actually
it.
just finished working out. I know I'm lifting weights at like 11 o'clock at night, but gotta be healthy. You know what I'm saying? We did some stairs today in the sun, that beautiful UV light that seems to destroy this disease. I wonder how that works. I don't know the science behind it. I'm just a simple guy who spins complicated records. Or am I a
Da-
complicated guy that spins simple records? I don't know. You tell
Damn
me,
it,
guys.
Jim. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, leave a comment. Leave a comment below and subscribe. Like, I mean, what are you doing not subscribing to this? Look at the lights. Look how fun this is. We're having so much fun talking about cartoons.
Look at the camera. Look at the
Look at
action.
the camera. Yeah, lights, camera, action, people. So, let's let's get into the first screenshot because this is gonna be quick. I don't see this like rolling out too long, and that's fine. We don't
Hey,
need to.
We kind of.
it's the
Yeah,
beginning of the live action right here.
Yeah, it
Yeah, we
starts
kind of
same
did a
place.
shot-for-shot review of almost the same movie, really.
Yeah, so well, we'll get into the differences though, and we see Ito, who surprisingly, Christopher Waltz kind of looks like him. He doesn't have the crazy mullet hair,
Gotcha.
but close enough, right? And there he is finding our absolute favorite hero, Alita. Everyone loves Alita. Ah, it's like shot for shot. I like this.
Rusty
Just
Angel.
so the interesting part about this is, like I got on VHS, right? And apparently the one I have is two episodes combined into one, but originally it was sold as two VHS tapes. So you get two different stories.
I watched it on
And
YouTube. It's free on YouTube, people.
oh, is it?
Hmm.
Well, guys,
English
go
dub
check it
too.
out. Go check it out before it gets taken down.
I don't know if it's. I think maybe it's free.
Maybe
I don't know.
it
It's
just
been
is.
up
Who
for a
knows?
while.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I unfortunately did not watch it there. I watched it on VHS and I used a really old Avery Media RGB to USB capture thing, and it did a really awful job. I'm talking 480p, I think, or 360.
Ooh.
So yeah, these aren't the best pictures, but it means VHS quality, guys. So we find our heroine, being put back together, and there she is, cute as a button, right? Now, how did you guys feel about the way she looks in this and like her purported age, I guess you'd say? Uh,
Um,
Come on,
she looks like a
dig deep.
munchkin.
Right. I feel that she's much younger, or maybe she's the age like Alita is in the movie, like, and then just stays that way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't do the transition.
Right. I feel like I should be reading the manga for this just to get more information on it, because I like between these two OVAs, or OAV, OAVs,
OVA.
whatever, it's OAV. But between the two combined into this one film, I feel there's parts missing. Like we'll get into that really quick here. So we meet Hugo. It's not Hugo, it's Hugo. Great kid. She's like, Hugo. It's shot for shot exactly this, sort of exactly the same. It's just close enough, right? Even this right here. What did you call this in the last episode there, Roy?
The long cock of the law.
There you go. There it is. That's almost identical in this shot too. And we come across Ido doing his thing. She's like, "Where is he going?" Like, "Why is your arm hurt? We've been here before. We were here a few days ago, right?" Shot for shot.
Look at that
Almost.
hair, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Looks like
That's
Gaul from Street Fighter.
yeah, man. Like that's some 90s stuff right there. I don't
Oh
even know what to
yeah,
call that. A flat top? High.
I had one of those haircuts in the '90s.
Don't you have a haircut like that right now?
I guess it's not.
Look at that. Look at that. He's rocking it.
It's a result of the vitamins you recommended. I've got.
Yeah,
It's very thick.
keeping you nice and young. So we got Hugo here. He's telling her about his dreams, and there's I can't ever remember the name of this. And I've watched this several times.
In this part, we start to see that she has instantly she has feelings for him. I will
Hmm.
say for the anime and this one, I
Hmm.
feel like their romance feels more authentic.
Yeah, it's more.
It
I think
doesn't
it's
feel
more
as
organic.
forced. Yeah, like because he's talking about going to Zolom or whatever, and she's watching him talk, and he's like, "Hey," but I mean, if you ask a woman, she'll be like, "Oh, one of the things that women find really attractive in men is that when, or sorry, their mate,
Thank
um,
you. Use the UN preferred speech talk.
yes,
That.
but is when you're passionate about something and you have a goal or something
Right.
going on in your life that you're passionate about, women find that attractive, and they kind of portray that in this part of the movie where she's kind of watching and he's like looking off in the distance and he's
Yeah.
like, I have a dream, and she's just like, oh, you're so hot.
I want to be a part of that dream.
Yeah.
And girls, I have a dream too. It's called subscribe. Just do it. So we're seeing Zalem. Lovely place. I want to go there. We come across Jennifer Connelly. There she is, but blonde. It's pretty close. She doesn't do the, we're missing that subplot that it's the dead daughter's body. That doesn't even exist in this.
No.
No.
And I actually feel, this is just my opinion, I actually feel this film benefits from that. Like it's like two 25-minute episodes jammed together, right? And in my opinion on this, we could have used a third, and we'd still be under an hour and a half. Whereas, the live action was 2 hours, and it starts to get to you after a while.
Yeah, that third act is a little.
Whew, dragging out.
Mhm.
And I forgot what this is about. Doesn't matter. Look at them. Hugo! Hugo! Oh yeah. So this has changed a little bit. So this is the woman that is out to in the live action trick Ido into following her, right? But in this, nope, these guys are going to kill her. And apparently they eat brains. How'd you guys feel about that little addition?
She's not in cahoots.
Very
And
Yeah.
yeah,
happy.
there's the guy that I pointed out. Got that same, you know, the big bad guy has got the cloak
Hmm.
on him, and the other
Oh yeah,
guy's
it's
like,
very close. I was feeling it. I really was. I like that a lot. Well, no, I'll get to that other part in a second, but yeah, same kind of weapons and everything. It
I feel
moves
like
this
with
this. Go ahead.
oh, I
No,
feel like with this, after watching this and Alita,
yeah,
and I think we did another movie that was based on a live action movie that was based on an anime, but it's
maybe.
almost just like it's almost like they're just using the anime as like a storyboard,
Right.
and it makes it so easy to make these movies, these live action movies.
Yeah, it's I gotta tell you, like after watching this, I'm just like, come on, man. Like there's a few things that are changed, and a few things that are changed not for the better either.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Go ahead.
in their defense, if they go too far off the plot of the anime, the fans are gonna lynch them.
Right.
The point is to make a live action
the
that
tribute.
is the anime, just is live action instead of all drawn, even though most of the live
Hmm.
action was just rendered.
Yeah,
So while I got, or
I'm
go
not
ahead.
saying that they're cheaping out or anything. I'm just saying that like it's well, because I mean the anime is just using the they're just using the manga as a storyboard to make the
Right.
animated feature, and then the live action movie is just the next stage down the line. I think uh, it's always interesting watching uh, the anime and then the movie. It makes me actually want to check out the manga and see what that's like.
Yeah, I actually really want to check it out now. Now, I got one thing to ask. Isn't this just like that meme? Um, how's it go? Manga, anime, then Netflix adaptation. Have you guys seen that one?
I
Uh,
haven't.
You have too. Tronics.
Maybe, I don't know.
You watch meme review. Meme review. Anyhow, let's not promote him. I think he's
Oh
live
yeah.
streaming right now. Jerk. You Swede.
Oh, let's not
So
go with the first one I see.
I like the weapon's the same. It's almost shot for shot, except this like Alita just like comes at it like hard. That's where it kind of changed. Like she's already like powered to the moon in this, and because the female cyborg isn't in this, She kicks this guy's head right off. I thought that was rad. I'm like, holy,
Because that dude's abs are fucking sick.
they're jacked, man. So we see, what's his name again?
Oh,
Karishka?
That's right. I like this drawing. It reminds me of the art from Street Fighter 2, like Alpha Edition. Just saying.
oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of looks like Birdie. I thought it was really cool. I absolutely love the art style in this too. It's out of this world. And there she is. She like breaks his face, just double kick. It's definitely different. And we
The sex
see them
toy,
go.
the
The
talking sex toy.
Yeah, in the live action, that's just like a head, like a robot head or something. This is just weird.
He looks
It's
like a
it's
talking sex toy. It's like got the hand that
yeah.
and the mouth. Purpose is obvious for that.
Hey, guy, companies that make sex toys. I'm sure there's a market for this out there. Take everything from anime.
Alita Battle Angel Edition flashlight.
So we see the factory, which it's pretty much the same thing. Just there's no sentinels in this though. I like
No,
that. I almost felt like they were like a worthless addition where they're taking something from Ghost in the Shell and putting it into this. But if they're in the manga, sorry, excuse my slurring. If they're in the manga, guys, now anyone watching, if they're in that manga, leave a comment, click subscribe, and send me an email, a really nasty email and message on Twitter, telling me how stupid I am. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. Show us wrong. We're here for you. This is your show. It's my show. Um, so she gets in her first argument with Ito here. I'm gonna print this out and put it on my wall. Maybe make a T-shirt. Maybe put it on a skateboard. I do silkscreen skateboards. It's something I do. But I absolutely love that shot. Amazing artwork. This is that '90s anime. It's got that style to it. I just love it. It's detailed. And, there's love put in there. I love it. So we come across Jennifer Connelly. This is one of the few shots in the scene I could get. She's completely nude. She didn't have the lingerie on like in the movie.
Nope.
damn it.
Well, you know what? I feel this was more authentic rather than someone laying around in lingerie after coitus. Is that the term?
Yep,
Did I get that one?
you got it.
Sure.
Perfect. And yeah, once again, they can't get too many shots of him. Like it's the same thing. He comes through the window, like help me. But she's naked, so that's all I could get. And we see Alita joining the bounty hunters. It's a lot quicker in this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just the pacing in this is actually really good. I just wish there's a tiny bit more. That's it. To explain a few things. Like this should have been like a weekly series or something. This could have been a whole gigantic universe. So we see
Is
her.
no, there's no sequel.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we see Jennifer Connelly fixing the guy's arm. They don't go and kill someone and take their arm powers or whatever. The dog, he just shows up. There's no real backstory to the dog. He's just hanging out with her. I have a dog now. Okay. And here we come across Hugo. He steals spines in this, which I kind of found a little more interesting. What do you guys think?
Well, they are the highest commodity on the black market because you can't get spines anymore.
Yeah, they can't synthesize them.
Really? Is that explained?
Yep.
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie, they're like, we can't
Oh.
recreate them.
So you can't recreate the spine, so that's why he steals spines. Whoa, that's weird. It's creepy.
Yeah.
I like it. Like it a lot. Moving on. So we see the dog getting he's mad. He's growling. What's going on, guys?
There's no dog in the YouTube version.
Behind you.
There was a dog.
Was there?
Behind you. Trolix, you want to do that one for me?
Look out! Behind you!
That is one hell of a reaction. Thank you. Yeah, we got reactions here too. Keep moving. And why is he wearing 99 in this? This is it's so weird, right? Like I thought Alita wore 99. Roy's just doing a reaction. Look at
Because he's the great one.
that. So he's the great one. And I just want to bring that up. Like in this, there is no rollerblading, um, roller derby, rollerball.
It's just gladiators.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
just
yeah.
gladiators.
You remember fucking Excuse me. I'm sorry, everybody. Do you remember that movie Rollerball? Anyone?
No.
Yes.
There's two of them. There's two of them. There's the remake with LL Cool J, right? Am I right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I have to see it now.
I think Chris Klein and LL Cool J, and it's kind of a B movie, but you know, was James Cameron or somebody like involved in that movie, and they just had to put
James
that into a.
Cameron?
Well, why is that in Alita? It has nothing to do with the source material whatsoever. Like, no, they play a futuristic rollerblading game.
Yeah, LL
What?
Cool J is in the 2002 version of it.
And Chris Klein?
Yep. And
Is there a
Gene
99 name?
Reno.
Gene Reno. You mean that guy from? He's always the French guy.
And
Obligatory French guy. Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos is in it.
What?
And Pink.
Oh, the
Pink's
the
in
guy
it.
from Leon, the professional.
Yeah,
Gene
well,
Reno.
we call him obligatory French actor.
Right.
He's like, when you need a French actor, you get him or Gerald Depardieu. I think I said that correct. If I did, leave a comment.
If you didn't, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, you can only leave a bad comment if you hit subscribe. Depardieu.
Non-subscribers will be silenced.
Yeah, he's
I
got the
think you gotta add a little more flow to what you're saying. You know, elongate.
Depardieu.
Let's see if I can find his name. Geralt.
Off topic. Off topic. We're all going off topic. Go off topic because we're drunk. Isn't it fun? Off topic. What's it? Oh, I think his tea's ready. Maybe he's having mushroom tea. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
Mushroom tea.
Alright.
Tastes
It's
like
fine.
crap. How do you spell his name? I can't find him.
Depardieu. I don't know. He's in the Three Musketeers, one of the Three Musketeer movies. Like, this, who cares? It's getting stupid. Let's move. Anyhow, this guy's like freaking me out at this point. He looks awesome. And just like in the movie, the dog eats it, except I can't show, I cannot show the amount of gore that happens
That
in
they
this
put,
scene.
yeah.
Did you see this in the version you watched?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because how
So-
else does she draw the blood under her eyes like in the live
Right.
action?
They totally cut that out of the one I watched.
Wow. Craziness.
Anything with the dog was cut out.
Poor doggy. Doggy. Doge. Doug. And Ito, believe it or not, everybody, is the one who asks the other bounty hunters to stand up and help them. And they're like, nope. Fuck that.
That makes more sense. He's
Yeah.
been bounty hunter for more than 5 minutes, like in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
In the live action, she like gets her badge and runs to the bar, and she's like, "My bounty hunter brothers." I thought that was
Yeah,
cool.
that's kind of unnecessary now. Like, watch at the. There's parts of this story that are just make more logical sense, and aren't drawn out to 2 hours. Even though I love that film.
And there was no Edward Norton villain.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. So we get introduced to this guy here, who I thought was going to be the cowboy, like the version of the cowboy. No, he's just. Who's that guy
the
from
version
Star?
of the other dude?
Who's the guy from Star Wars? No, because that other dude's right there, the Mohawk guy.
Yeah, but he's the version of the guy
Pretty boy.
that set up Hugo and
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
killed him, right?
Right. Weird.
much different character.
Who's this guy look like from Star Wars though? You know, the guy that had
The
the
bounty
thing on
hunter
his.
guy.
He has a bounty hunter.
Oh, I can't remember his name right now.
I know. If you guys play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and you have that character, click subscribe and don't forget to join my guild because it's dying. And it's Wampa Mountain in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Embo?
Ambo! Ding, ding, ding for the win. You got it. So if you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and you have Embo in a team, click subscribe. So we come across her and she is choked. She's got the blood under
Choked.
her eyes.
She's choked.
She's choked, man. She's
That's
not putting up with this.
apparently the word choked is an Albertan thing.
Right. Is
I have
it?
friends from the East Coast. They came here and I said it once, and he's like, "Choked." I'm like, "Yeah, choked." Never
Yeah, would
heard
they be like
before?
choked up and you're crying? She's about to
Yeah,
cry.
but
Yeah, oh no.
She's
that's an Alberta thing.
enraged.
She's enraged. Yeah, let's rage. Anyhow, censored myself. Let's go on. So she gets into like a way more epic battle in this. And like at first she's just kind of like hopping around like she's on a pogo stick. But no, she powers up. I'm loving it. She does get hit too. Like
Once Grishka lands one hit on her.
hmm And I thought maybe she would lose her body. Guess what, everyone?
So did I.
Spoilers to the moon. Nope, doesn't happen. Apparently it does happen in the manga though. I read that today.
Okay.
So it happens in between episodes or something. And Ito is actually the one that has the body from the ship in the manga. She doesn't
Ah,
discover it. Yeah.
Ah.
So just like in the film, except not at the end of the film, she just slices the dude in half. I'm like, what?
this was
Okay.
at the end though, because this is at the end of the
The first
first
one,
VHS.
Right. Okay.
Well, he's kind of a character through most of the movie, where in this he's just in the first half, and he just gets obliterated by Alito.
Yeah.
She just destroys him, and it's just
I
like,
honestly,
Grishka who?
I wish I would have saw this when it came out. I didn't buy the VHS tapes till like 2001. So, and then I watched them like twice and I forgot all about it until I saw the new film coming out. And I'm like, what? I still have those tapes. I'm so excited for it. And I'm still excited for it. I love Alita. So we get introduced to Vector here, as they keep saying, Vector. Like, are they saying it weird or is it Vector? I don't know. And we see the spelling of his name. It's Yugo, like a crappy car. And he gets Yugo drunk. And she's like, what's wrong, Yugo? Are you drunk? Yep. Here, have more booze. It's the same scene that. Drink this. See how it makes you feel. But
That was cheap vodka. Here's the real shit.
yeah, so in this lovely scene, this is shot for the movie sort of as well. Where they talk about the dreams, but huge gigantic spoiler to everyone who hasn't seen it. She does not take her heart out, and she's not like level 5 clingy yet.
No,
Not even
she's
close.
just like, I like you. I'm gonna do this for you.
Yeah, I'm go. Can I come with you?
I
You
believe
know.
in you. That's basically what she said.
I know.
Not like, I would do anything for you. I would give you my heart. Like
I
like
found it endearing
Anakin
though.
and Padme level, like, you know, I love you more than love could love itself. In a bed of love, in a love house. Like, okay, well, chill out.
What about Sand?
Who?
Sand.
Sand?
Sand.
Oh,
No,
sand.
sand.
Oh, yeah.
It's course. It gets everywhere.
Yeah,
If you guys like Star Wars and
that's
you
the
like
moment
Alita,
Padme fell in love with Anakin. It's like, oh,
she's like,
when he
I have
talks about
sand,
sand,
sand in my crack.
just warms my cockles.
Yeah, cockles. That's the ew. Her cockles are moist for him. Gonna throw up. Anyhow, this is where we find Hugo, and guess what? He's a dick, and here's Pretty Boy. And I like his character design better in this.
He's not pretty.
No, he's just kind of he's a bounty hunter. He's like, I caught you
Yeah.
stealing spines, boy. You know. And we know what's happening here.
Oh yeah.
Play that saxophone. So, yeah, but Pretty Boy puts the bounty out on Hugo. I felt that made 1,000 times more sense. It's a better.
Yep.
It's way better, my opinion. And this is where Vector's having some fun downstairs on her. If you can't make that out. And after coitus or cunnilingus, that's the word, right?
He's like reading the space paper.
Yeah, he was like, how'd that work for you, my dear? I'm out of Viagra, so hope that did the trick. And the show's not for kids, okay? But we try to keep it as friendly as possible for
And
everyone out
she
there.
puts her turtleneck back on.
Yeah, gotta get that turtleneck. I don't think she had it taken off, man. He's just
Down
going
there.
downtown. She's getting down now. She's going downtown and party. By the way, if you like those lyrics, they're in my next song that's coming out. Don't forget to buy it on iTunes. $1. So anyhow, we see that Hugo has a bounty out for him. That's what he's reading. He's like, no. And Alita finds out just almost the same as the movie. It's on just some random screen in a language no one understands. That sure, awesome. We see Hugo counting his money. He's like, I gotta get out of here. She's like, Hugo, where are you going? You know what the scene reminded me of, guys? Have you ever seen War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know when the little girl's screaming for her brother? She had the like same look. Dakota Fanning, that same kind of look. Where I don't know. Just saying. Boom. She's like, I love you. You stay with me. It's like this is where it got weird. She's like, don't you love me back? I'm like, whoa. He's like, I do. And she like forces a kiss on him. He's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get killed. That's how we interpret things
And
around
then
here.
she's like, that reminds me of my relationship with Ito. Dom sub.
Excellent. Um, yeah, you know, Jennifer Connelly's just like. There's actually a huge speech in this that's it's kind of heartwarming, talking about how she wants to support him in his dreams, and she has to be a part of them too, even if you hate your partner's dream, then you'll learn to resent them. I don't know, it was something like that, right? Correct me. Come
It
on.
was something like that. I kind of tuned out.
Yeah, I kind of tuned out of the speech.
I started crying. Anyhow, moving along. We find this guy. He's the badass with the sword. Embo, as we're gonna call him here. And if you like Star Wars, and yeah, him and Lita, they start scrapping. Is that an Alberta term too? I bet you it is.
Maybe.
Scrapping.
And he doesn't land a single blow on her.
No, not even close. She powers up. She's like, with the power of Christ, I compel you.
She calls
And
Captain Planet in, and
she calls Captain
this guy
Marvel for
just
girl
gets
power.
freaking electrocuted
Yeah.
by lightning.
Oh yeah, yeah. She like gets him all electrocuted, and he's like, "Your power is not enough to destroy." And then lightning hits him. Poof. It's like, no, it's
No,
just
but this is.
making you a fucking lightning rod, jerkwad. Get out of here, son of a b.
Shouldn't have come to
So
this battle with an 8 foot long sword, dummy.
yeah, stupid. So we actually get the scene with Hugo, no head. I was pretty, yeah, that was cool.
Why'd she bring his body?
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna
That's-
eat it.
Because it's got a
Ah, the
spine in it.
spine.
Oh right, man. Damn you, Tronics.
You
Knowing all the
notice
answers.
Ito has the
What's that?
head, the little head thing.
What head thing?
The
Yeah,
If
it's
you're
the
from
mark.
Zalem, you have the mark. I don't think he had it in the live action.
He had a scar.
Yeah, you removed it.
Right.
hmm Jennifer Connelly had it.
Yeah, she kept it.
She's like, I'm going back to
It's a
Zalem.
status symbol.
I belong there. You belong there, all right. And here's that exact scene. He's like, don't you want
Yeah.
to go back to Zalem now? And Hugo wakes up. Look at him. I'm a real boy. And we get the. Go ahead. Anything? Just yawning. You're like, F this. Get me out of here.
No.
Okay. So we got Ito fighting Vector.
Yep.
Ito kills him. And he finds his ex-wife in the jars. Except they're not moving around. She's just
Parts.
Yeah, and I feel like they're more clear in this. I
Mhm.
didn't. I don't know if it was intended or not, but in the live action movie, I was given the impression that that's how they send people up.
Yeah, well, he's that's how he does send them up. It's a trick because they need
Right.
body parts for experiments.
But
Yeah.
in the anime, they're very clear. He's very clear. Like, yeah, this is just she's dead. Like, these are her parts. They're being used for science.
hmm Wow.
Akira.
Awesome reference. Akira. So yeah, Ito cuts the guy in half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just some random like whoever guy.
He was in
Gladiator.
the
Right.
Gladiator. He was in one of
He was the.
the Gladiator
Oh, okay.
fights,
So he's one of the gladiators.
and
Awesome.
he gets fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I bet Ito's pretty mad about that. It seems like he still had a lot of feelings for her and wasn't quite over it. From what you can take away from the
This scene.
two. What's up?
From this scene, the mangled
Yeah.
bodies.
So, yeah, from this scene specifically. But yeah, so the gladiator ends up killing him by accident, interestingly enough. And we get a recreation. Sorry, this was first. Duh.
We get the scene that was recreated.
Yes, that's right. On the pipes. And he's like, I have to admit, this looks very close to the movie, the way he looks. Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the movie got it right. Getting it right.
With the
And
garbage human cyborg technology.
Yeah, here comes the ring of death. And for some reason that sex toy's with her. Pretty weird. And there he is. He got his he only got his feet chopped off this time. So he keeps going, right? Just, the scene it took me a second. I'm like, why is she sitting like that? And then I noticed she had the knife into the pipe, right? She's like, you go. You don't have to go. Together we can have happiness. We are happy.
You
Yeah.
go down with me. You go.
Yeah.
This is what's left of Hugo.
Don't know why the kid wants to be Seal and Gang, anyways.
Yeah. Flogao. And this is literally the movie shot for shot for this, like exactly, except the dialogue here I find is less clunky, more believable, and just faster. It works. Fuck, they barely know each other. But they kiss once. He's like, I found happiness with you, Alita. It was there in front of me all along. Bye. And then this is the last shot, guys. This is all I got. They put his.
Yeah.
This is what I found weird. They put his arm in the balloon, and there's like this story about how his brother went up in a balloon. They shot him, and killed him. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Why did they put his arm in the balloon to send it up there? Why did they put his head?
Couldn't
Like,
find it.
There's his
Maybe
head.
he'll be in the sequel.
Right.
Who knows?
Or it got completely obliterated, and it's just
Just went
It,
splat when it landed
it was quite the fall.
at terminal velocity.
send it up anyhow. Here's your
Gonna
birthday
send
gift.
it.
Send it. Mm. So, what did you guys like about this?
Well, I would have
Dark
liked to
Seed?
watch this first. It would have made more sense.
Right. I actually feel this it was a good addition. It's a good addition. Well, the movie's the addition. We're doing things backwards again,
Yep.
right? I like the pacing in this better. I actually like the story better too.
I didn't like the few things that weren't in this that were in the live action.
Like what?
Um, like the body switch,
Hmm.
how she met Hugo and the dog. I liked it better in the live action.
Yeah,
Really?
I like the rollerball thing a little better too. Like it was more of a motivation for her to, you know, do what she was gonna do.
Hmm.
Whereas
Okay.
like, it's just in the anime it's like, well, she's just a good person and she's just doing this just because she's
She
a good
loves him,
person.
but she in this she actually works as a bounty hunter for a while. She's
Yeah, that's
catching
right.
bounties and making money, right?
Yeah, there's that little montage of her
Hmm.
offing criminals there for money so she can send them up.
600,000.
What I can't believe though is that there's no gladiator scene with her in this. Like that's
She
it's,
doesn't
it's
compete.
no, she doesn't.
No,
Maybe in the manga. Gotta get that manga, guys.
probably.
Check it out. Check it out. It's all about blue now.
I feel
Blue
like
gang.
we're on the outside looking in. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, me mostly, most of all, but for like the hardcore manga anime fans, you know, if they were to watch this stream, we're just a bunch of fucking chads who just watch the live action and then, we're just like, I'm gonna watch the anime now.
Chad.
Maybe I'm gonna read the manga.
No, I've been a anime nerd like my whole life. I mean, there's so much anime that you've seen that you don't even realize is anime. Like stories from the Green Forest. The Green Forest. That's anime.
Oh,
Kimba the lion. That's anime.
there's also
Mandalorian.
this. There's so much anime out there. You'd have to
Hmm.
do nothing but watch anime all day, every day to actually watch it all. So,
And that's what a lot of people do.
I'm more into I guess you'd say the cyberpunk and futurism anime. I'm not
Neo
too much.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Neo Tokyo style stuff. I'm not really into the steampunk things. Sorry if you're hoping. Maybe you guys can convince me otherwise. I don't know.
probably not.
But
There's an anime called Neo Tokyo.
is
Um,
wow, that goes on
yeah.
the list.
Um, and I don't know if you guys know the music artist Lorn, Lorn.
Of course.
He does Sega Sunset, his song
Nice.
Sega Sunset. The official video is actually like a short story about this guy called Zach Hugh, and
Right.
he's like this racer, and
Racing racer.
he races in this. It's really good. You should check it out. But I checked out the anime portion of that, not the whole movie from Neo
Right.
Tokyo about Zach Hugh,
Okay.
and it's actually a really good story. And I'm
Nice.
kind of curious about the anime movie Neo Tokyo now because you know um,
But
Akira's sets takes place in Neo Tokyo as well as um,
Ghost in the Shell, I think.
yeah,
Right? Maybe even no, not this. I think
no,
maybe Armitage 3 does as well. Not sure. That's on our list. I have one specifically just for you. I don't know if we're gonna put it on the list, but it's about this guy who has a motorcycle that turns out to be a robot. I think you'd really be into that because bikes. It's
Bikes.
more
Rum rum.
bike. It's all about bikes. But I like the idea of that. Like you get a bike and it turns into a robot. There's some cool concepts. It's 83 though, so I mean the dubbing is
Ooh.
yeah, it really kills it. How'd you feel about the dubbing in this?
Tronics?
To English?
Yeah, like I mean, there's some parts where their mouths aren't moving, but that's just every cartoon really
Yeah, I
from this time period. Even the Ninja Turtles.
I wouldn't even notice that anymore because I've watched so much of the older anime that it's
Hmm.
just something that's there. But I thought the voices were good. The conversations made sense. There wasn't any broken sentences, anything like that.
Yeah, I
Or
couldn't
why did they
find.
just say that? Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't find who the voice actors were in this. I looked for hours. I'm like, how come no one has this
Hmm.
information? Because they did a good job. Like this is one of the, especially for the time period. I mean, Akira is just a couple of years later, and it's a god awful mess. But the dubbing, I mean, but I love the movie with everything I have. And then the newer Akira dub is. We're gonna do a review on that, a very quick one of these days, just in and out. Just I don't know how much more we can say about it, but we can for you, just for you.
The I watched the redub
Yeah, that's what I'm
Akira.
talking about.
Not to sideline us, but
Do,
when
do,
you
do,
guys
do, do.
talked about the dubbing, I feel
Mhm.
like they actually reanimated or did something with the mouths of the characters in the redub where it looked like they were saying what was coming out of their lips in English
Yeah,
a lot of
they
the
probably
time.
synced it up in post, like I do in my videos. Like when I'm talking and I have a video of someone else and I have them talking my words. It's 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 time consuming. I'll tell you that much. You're messing around with frames and you got to recreate frames. I do it all the time. I do it for you, the viewers. And if you like other videos, check out Stairmasters. No, I have a huge section. Go check out my playlists. It's all just a podcast. You got to get that through your heads. It's all just a podcast. I'm just doing other things. It's there to confuse you. Uh oh. My boobs is gone.
I'm here.
There he is. Good job. Like that. So, overall, let's go over to Tronics. Whoop. Sound effects.
Do, 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 do.
Would you recommend this?
Yeah.
Would you watch it again?
Um, Eventually. Like I'm in no rush to
Yeah,
watch it again since I've watched this and the live action.
Kitty.
right.
It's one of those,
And
it's on the list of rewatches.
yeah, what would you do differently?
Like I said, just some of the scenes from the live action, like the body swap and how
Hmm.
she met Yugo and the dog and stuff like that. I like that a little bit better.
Yeah. Okay.
I did prefer in the anime where it's the doctor calling the other bounty hunters and the doctor killing the guy.
Hmm. Right. Cool. How many stairs, bro? How many stairs out of
Um,
200?
I forget what I gave the live action, but the same. Go watch that video and you'll know my share rating.
What, 5 out of 7 or something? Stupid.
No, that was a joke for Akira.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
I think I gave it
Whatever.
like 180 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. On to Mobobius. Whoop. What's up, brother? Sound effects. Would you watch this again?
Bang. Um, yeah, sure, in a year.
Yeah, nice. Are you gonna recommend this to anybody if they're looking for an anime to watch?
Um, yeah, I would recommend it. I'd be careful who I recommended it to.
Okay. Fair enough.
Um, if you're not into anime, I feel like you probably wouldn't like this movie. Um, whereas Akira, it doesn't matter whether you're into anime or not. It's just a masterpiece.
Hmm.
I feel like this is more kind of a little more hardcore
Right.
anime.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'd recommend it
And
to
what would
people
Okay.
with open minds to that genre of film.
So what would you do differently in 1993 to change this as the director?
Um, I don't know.
That's a tough one, right?
It's a tough one. I think I'd add. I think what they did was they asked themselves that question when they did the live action because there's a lot of backstory that's missing from the anime
Hmm.
that I feel
That,
like is they fill in. They do their best to fill in the live action. I think they did a really good job of doing it. Maybe it's not in the manga. Maybe they didn't have the budget or the time to throw that all in. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff missing from this anime film
hmm.
um, that I would have, like you said, made it maybe made it into a series.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
I think that's sufficient, right?
yeah, I mean
Yeah. Can't dig too deep,
they
or
did
can
a
we?
better job in the live action of I feel like filling in the blanks.
Yeah. There's more exposition for sure.
Yeah, world building.
And how many stairs are you gonna give this guy? Or
Um,
girl? Sorry, our girl Alita.
that's tough. I'd say it held my attention. Um, I will say I like the live action better.
Okay.
I I enjoyed it more. Um, I don't want to compare it too much to live action. It did have things better than live action, like the relationships in the
Hmm.
anime. They were more believable. Like especially the one between not Ito, Yugo and Alita. That
Right.
was more organic. It just seemed more realistic to me.
Hmm.
Alita didn't come off as a weirdo. Um, but yeah, I'd say 159, 160.
I'd say that's a fair rating. Great. Okay. On to myself, everyone. Would I watch it again? It's the fourth time, so yes. Whew. It's been a while though. Would I recommend it? I depending on the person, like Mabobia said, if you're not really into this genre, I don't feel this would be a good starter film, if that makes sense to everybody. So, you don't want to start with this one if you're just getting into anime. You want to go to some of the bigger ones like Akira and maybe FLCL if you want to have a laugh, or Excel Saga or something like that. That's just me. Just, don't kill me
Ghost in
too
the
hard.
Shell, Gundam,
Ghost in the Shell, Gundam Wing Zero.
Macross Plus.
Yeah, there's a lot of really approachable stuff. That
Evangelion.
Evangelion, yeah, that's a big one. Whew. Escaflowne, which I can't watch anymore. I don't know why. I still love it, and I know I can't handle it. There's lots of stuff out there. So that's my take on that. The only thing I would well, like, what would I do differently about this as the director? I would have had a third act because most OAVs, original animated OAVs. I keep screwing that up. Like Gotcha Man, for instance, the that was a three-parter. A lot of the ones I have on VHS, they're all three-parters. This feels like it's missing a second act. So we're going first act, last act. That's just how I see it. That's it. That's all I change. I like the pacing in this better. I like the story better too. I like it way better. Um, I like Alita all around. I like both films. I'm not gonna say equally, but I feel like this I don't know, I don't know. The artwork in this is amazing. So my stare rating it's 160, maybe 165 ish. I'm gonna put it in that range there. But without yeah, I don't want to watch something that's 2 hours anymore. I'm really tired of it. But I love Alita, Battle Angel, and I like Battle Angel Alita. I think they're both great. So that's my take on it. You've heard everyone's take on it, and I actually didn't think we would go this long, but we did it, boys. We did it. It's
Done
awesome.
did
I
it.
thought I thought this would be like 20 minutes and we'd be out of here, but that's great. content.
There's enough differences.
Yeah, enough to talk about. But I do like the thing with the dog better in the live action. Like, this the dog just shows up and gets killed. And then,
The dog is a character.
right. Yeah, he's part of things.
Mm-hmm.
I could honestly, yeah. But we're gonna end this, guys. We gotta go. It's
Yeah,
Tuesday
we could
night.
compare those two movies all night.
Exactly. And if you guys want that kind of thing, leave a comment. You know, if this starts picking up and you guys are here commenting and being part of it, then we can go all night. But for now, I just want to let you know, you can't break that human spirit, and Alita proves that in two movies. She proves you can't break that human spirit, and I love you all.
That
Have a good night.
Martian spirit.
Victory.
Yeah.
Victory.